What's up, T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I am here with my all tea, all shade Baddies Midwest Season 6 Reunion Part 1 review. Yes, we got a lot to discuss. First off, let's start with Santana's reunion outfit. Saucy Santana is back hosting alongside Janisha. We're going to get to her look too. But when he came out there in that black Rick Owens nightgown again, I was like, how many times are we going to see Miss Girl in this same outfit? I have seen Santana wear this dress like 50 million times. 50 million times. I'm so sick of him in this damn dress. Like Exhibit A, Exhibit B, Exhibit C, Exhibit D, Exhibit E, Exhibit F. Like, girl, he one of them people that if he like it, he gonna buy it in every color, every silhouette, child. Like, girl, we get it. You like that one leg. You like to show off that ham hock. But we are sick of it. I am tired. If they ask you back for next season, please switch it up and wear something else, child, because I am done. My God. Then, they play a flashback of the season and everything. And it made me remember how in the first 2 episodes, it was based on Krishan and Tasiki having their one-on-one sit down, and how Tasiki said that she was going to sue her little sister for defamation. And it got me to thinking, like, I ain't heard nothing about no lawsuit. Have y'all? Because I ain't heard nothing of the sorts. So, I know if my sibling accused me of having them touch on me or me touching on them in an inappropriate manner, especially to the world, and I know for a fact it ain't true. Oh, the paper is getting filed the same day. Okay? Just marinate on it. But if y'all got other tea that I ain't got, let me know. Backstage, Rolly is in the room with Summer, Dolly, and Big Lex. And she apologizes to Summer for the fight that they had at the Baddies Africa auditions. And I didn't honestly feel like she owed that little girl nothing. I did watch that episode of auditions, and Summer was being a goddamn booger. She was being a cunt. She was being disrespectful. She was being insensitive. She thought that she was eating and being over the top, but she was literally just being childish, ignorant, and annoying. Everybody, including Tinka, was telling her to stop, and she freaking would not. Big Lex just sitting her big banana boat head ass right there, not telling her friend, you doing too much, you are wrong, you are out of line. She just sitting there looking like a deer in headlights, and everybody was getting sick and tired of her mouth. I don't understand why they are bringing this little vulture back. She actually adds nothing to the show for me but aggravation. That's all she brings. There is nothing cute nor funny about her. It simply isn't. Like, that little girl needs to be sent to the colonies. If you watch The Handmaid's Tale, like, I can't with her. I cannot. And somebody older than her needed to bop her upside her head like Rolly did. So I don't feel like Rolly owed her a damn thing. Okay. Now, granted, she apologized to Rolly or whatever too, but I could care less. She wouldn't have got no apology out of me. Then we go to Jasmine, Pretty P, and Ivory backstage together. That is the best Ivory has ever looked in her life. Makeup was on point. Her hair was cute. She had on a cute little sparkly dress. I said, come on. This ain't the same Ivory from Now That's TV that was out here looking like a little dirt dauber. Looking like she'd be sitting outside making mud pies. That ain't the same girl. I said, come on. Come on. I liked Pretty P's silver gray hair. I thought that looked so cute on her. I was real disappointed in Jazz's look. She came looking like she was about to star in the remake of Baps. I didn't understand what was going on with that outfit. It was giving pimps up, hoes down. She looked like she was about to hit the hoe stroll. I didn't like that at all. I don't know what her inspiration was. Superfly. I don't know. I did not like it at all. Also backstage, Jayla and Tinka argue about argument that they had during Thanksgiving when they was giving out turkeys to the community. They end up getting into it backstage and had words, and Tinka says to Jayla that none of these bees like you in real life and she should have had your back. Now I'm assuming that she's talking about Natalie not having her back like she never does. And Jayla was like, but so that's my friend. We've been friends for years, just like how you and what's that little girl name? What's that little girl name from Philly? I can't think of her name. I know it starts with a B. We're going to call her Beanie Siegel. You and the broad bully came on the show dick riding each other, talking about some y'all was sisters. And she was like, yeah, we grew up together or whatever. So, I mean, what Jayla said had weight to and what Tinka was saying had weight to as well. Now, mind you, Tinka is sitting back there with a pillow in front of her stomach, hiding the fact that she is, in fact, pregnant. But they was going back and forth, having words with one another, and it kind of left pretty much on a stalemate. Like there really was no resolution that we ended up seeing. Jayla did get emotional at one point, and Tinka called her out about that, and the tears immediately dried up, even though I didn't see none forming no way. I hated Jayla's outfit. I hated it. She looked like she wanted to be like, Aisha, you are the girl that I never had, and I want to get to know you better. It was giving on the playground, you know? That's where I saw this cutie. Like, I was like, is it back to school time? I didn't know what was going on with that outfit, child. It was a mess. But Jayla is such a disappointment. I put up interview part 1 that she just recently did with another YouTuber, and she discussed her friendship with Natalie and said basically she don't care what the public thinks. That's her friend to the end. That's her man, 50 grand. I'm like, okay, girl. All right. All right. And we saw more of that idiotic behavior from this 35, 6, however year old woman. Like, okay, girl, she want to be dumb. We got to let her be dumb, child. Then backstage in the room where Summer, Dolly, Big Lex, and Rolly were, in walks Emma and that other little beanpole head girl that got eliminated first. They walk into the room, and as soon as Summer saw Emma, it was go time. She literally got up in her boots with the fur and ran up on that girl and started swinging. Now, if you paid attention to the fight, Emma was getting with her. Emma was winning that fight until Bad Dolly jumped in and took over the fight because security was focused on separating Emma and Summer, and they wasn't focused on Dolly. Dolly was able to jump in there, and her and Emma started fighting, and she was just bink, bink, bink all up in her nose. She was literally throwing uppercuts to this girl's nose and was whooping her ass, okay? Security then jumped on them to separate them. Emma comes up and her nose is just leaking blood. And everybody was like, is it your nose ring? I'm like, girl, that ain't no nose ring. That's a bloody nose. Okay. I know a bloody nose when I see one, because I done had several back in the day. All right. I felt bad for Emma because they jumped her, and this is coming from the same girls that wanted to harp and moan all season about Anna and them jumping people, and then y'all turn around and do the same thing. Thankfully, Big Lex didn't do that. She actually was trying to separate them, so I'm happy that she didn't jump in. But I want to see her give that same energy to her friends and say, we want to, condemn them for jumping, and then we gonna turn around and do the same thing. But of course, we're not gonna get that from Lex, because Lex is a walking conundrum and a hypocrite. But I didn't think that was cool for them to jump that girl. It shouldn't be no jumping, period, at all on either side. And they could have let her get her fade one-on-one with both of them if that was the case. But I guess they said, F it. They want to jump people. We gonna jump people. Natalie, child, come out dressed like Apollonia. Oh, God, jeez. She looked a lot better. She lost, you can tell Natalie lost about a good 20-some pounds. She looked good, but that outfit was something crazy. It was something crazy, okay? So she goes into Mel's dressing room, and this is Mel from Now That's TV, who has beef with Ivory. And Mel tells Natalie that she doesn't feel comfortable because, she came there to fight Ivory, but since then she's gotten into it online with Tasiki and Anna and all of these different people. So she basically felt like she wasn't gonna be able to fight everybody by herself, because it's just her and it's all of them, which is very understandable. But my thing is, you knew that coming, so why did you come? Because let's not forget, before they even filmed the reunion, Mel was online talking about how they lowballed her with what they were going to pay her to come to film the reunion, and she was like, I'm not going, I need more money. And then she gets there and is like, nope, I don't want to, I don't feel comfortable, I want to go home. I was very confused and shocked and disappointed by Mel, because I like Mel. I like Big Shroom. I call her Cocaine Bear. But I just thought it was a waste of everybody's time. It was giving scary, because you knew going there on the flight that it was going to just be you, and that you had beef with all of these girls, and I feel like you should have never came if that was the case. So Natalie is walking her out to her car, and sure enough, Ivory is outside with security. Ivory thought they was about to have a one-on-one right there outside in the street, but she was like, where's she going? And Mel was like, I'm going home, F you. And they get to arguing back and forth, having words. And then Mel says, they ain't paid me enough to fight you. And I was like, once again, you signed up to come. It was so not Mel. It was like, what? Yeah, I think Mel went out real bad, real sad, especially considering the fact that this girl literally threw pee on you. And when you had the opportunity to fight her in Hawaii, you really didn't do that well. Not up to the par that we're used to seeing you square up. And then when you get another opportunity, you put your tail between your legs and you go home. Yeah, she made herself look bad. I feel sorry for the little girl, but hey, it is what it is. So Natalie take her butt out there and perform, trying to become Jocelyn Jr., and it was not giving Jocelyn. Okay, there was no rhyme or reason. She had her back to the crowd the whole entire time. I was like, what was the point of this? Really, what was the point? I've never heard that song ever full length, so I don't even know how long the song is, but I swear all we got was baddies, work some, twerk some, shake some, more money. And then she literally walked off. It was like, what is going on? Oh my God, they could have kept that. We already get the performances over there at the cabaret. We don't need that over here on Baddies, okay? We're not doing that. So then Janisha comes out. And normally I go up for Janisha's outfits, but this reunion, I wasn't really feeling this one. It was giving Dancing with the Stars, like she was about to do the samba or something. Then I didn't like that she had on stockings with the outfit. It was just doing too much. It looked like she was about to perform at the Winter Olympics. I wasn't really feeling that one. Not for real. So Scotty comes out, and this time Janisha did not forget to say Scotty with the body, but Scotty comes out and she leans down and speaks to Saucy, and she says hi like that in Janisha's direction. Janisha didn't respond back. Janisha just looked and turned her head. Them hoes, well, I won't even say them hoes. Janisha can't stand that bitch. Janisha hate her. Because if you pay attention, Janisha only talks to Scotty when she absolutely has to. She doesn't give Anna that same energy for real, but I think the reason why she gives Scotty that energy is because Scotty started messing around with Lemmy when he was still in a relationship with her. I don't think that Lemmy and her are in a relationship anymore. I think that it's strictly business at this point, because I think she got tired of being disrespected. But I wholly think that that's the reason why she hates Scotty. I really honestly believe that. So then Diamond the Body comes out on stage, y'all. She come out there dressed like she Jade Cargill. And I'm looking like, girl, WrestleMania is next weekend, not this weekend, and I cannot freaking wait. But anywho, so she come out, she hug everybody, she hugs Natalie, and then when she's stepping back, she slaps Natalie. And Natalie was looking like, the fuck is going on? So Natalie get up, they fight, and Diamond wins. Diamond won that fight. Natalie did not win. And Jayla is backstage and was like, what is going on? Are y'all stupid? Are y'all stupid? So she trying to rush out there to see what's going on, trying to be Captain Save a Hoe for Natalie ass. And I'm like, Jayla, you big number 2 pencil head ass girl, go sit down somewhere, because you want to act like you so ride or die for her, and she does not give you the same energy. She will watch you get mollywop and be like, I'm the producer, I can't jump in. Like, Jayla, please stop. Please stop. You are too old to act this dumb, especially behind another woman at that. Backstage, Natalie confronts Diamond, and Diamond was like, you're a cast member, right? Cast members get touched. And I was like, you better say a word, Diamond. You better say a word, okay? Because that's literally what you are. You're an executive producer and you are a cast member. So if you don't want to get down in the paint, stop being a cast member and just be an EP and get your ass off the show. Period. Point blank. And so Natalie was like, you're fired, get her off my set. And I'm looking like, Natalie, it has already been shown and proven that your words hold no weight. And Lemmy makes you look like a fool time and time again. None of them girls are scared of you and your ability to fire them, because you can't. You simply cannot. You talking some, get her off my set. I'm telling you, get her off my set. Get her off my set. Back on stage, Scotty is telling Janisha and Saucy that we was just taking shots backstage. And Diamond said that they were good. It was no tea. And then she came out here and did that. So it was given, she doing it for TV or whatever the case may be. Diamond was backstage saying that Natalie was talking crap about her online and all of this stuff. And Natalie get to yelling at the other girls backstage. Thompson, I'll stop everybody bag. If you thought you gonna F with me and doing all of this, I'm Natalie Nunn. King Kong ain't got nothing on me. It's just like, girl, please. You're yelling for no reason. Okay? No reason. It's just to hear you yourself talk at this point. Cause like, Natalie, bye. So then Rolly comes out on stage and the audience tells Jayla to get that big ass bully. They end up talking out their issues. They end up hugging it out. Because you can tell, like, deep down, they actually do care about each other. But so much stuff has been said and done that they going to always go back and forth. Natalie returns to the stage. Rolly and Scotty then argue about the Slim situation. And I don't think that she was wrong. I think she watched the episode back and saw that Slim was being ganged up on. She really, truly, honestly was. And she was getting bullied at one point. Yes, she did sign up to be on the show, but she did not sign up to be nobody's slave, pretty much, And I don't think that she was wrong for saying, you know what, I could have handled that better. So I didn't think that that was wrong. Rolly, you can stop with all that. I'm your friend to the end. I ain't gonna never switch up on you. That's not switching up on you. That's being an adult and saying, hey, what I saw was wrong. And I wish that I wouldn't have participated in the way that I did. And Rolly, you need to grow the fuck up. You too big for that shit. Tinka then comes out, debuts her baby bump, and all the girls are shocked and surprised. But I'm like, how y'all shocked and surprised? We already knew the girl was pregnant before the reunion. But she announces that she's having a girl, so congratulations to her. Diamond then returns to the stage, once again debunking any type of quote-unquote power that Natalie likes to throw around that she has, because she doesn't have any power whatsoever unless Lemmy gives the okay. But she come back on stage looking like the blue Power Ranger, and her and Rolly square up and they start fighting, and the episode goes off, child. I will say that reunion part 1, it was cool for what it was. I'm gonna give it a C-, and that's because a lot of that could have been cut out. A lot of it could have been cut out, and all of the fights and altercations that we're going to get in reunion part 2 could have been reunion part 1. We didn't need all the fluff and all of that other stuff. Let's get to it, okay? So C- for reunion part 1. I'm looking forward to reunion part 2. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this review. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about reunion part 1. Let's talk about it. Please make sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your post notifications so you know my videos drop. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.